All right, good afternoon. Today we have live in the studio Mr. Treskaro. Mr. Tres, welcome to the studio session.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And today we are looking at a very important topic, right? This is May, next month is June, and guess what? Facebook will be monetized in our own dear country, Nigeria, by next month. So, what fate do content creator and social media users hold, especially when Nigerian government is saying, "See, guys, we are going to monetize social media for you. We are going to allow the monetization of social media in your country." But much more, every content creator needs to start paying tax. So, sir, I want to ask you, if peradventure the federal government is saying you as a content creator, you need to register your business. Is content creation a business as it were? Right? You have to register your business with Corporate Affairs Commission. What do you have to say concerning this?
All right. First of all, you were asking whether content creation is a business. The truth is, what is a business? Over time, what used to be a business and what's a business now, they are changing, even though the definition has not changed. Business is simply the exchange of value. The question, if I'm to rephrase it, I will ask is, does content creation have any kind of value? If it does, and people exchange value for it, if it generates money for you, the government that makes the environment conducive for such exchange of value to happen deserve to get taxes.
Wow.
That's my personal opinion.
So now, in as much as they are getting taxes, or you are saying these people should come and register their content creation organization or business, as it were, with Corporate Affairs Commission. So what am I going to register? Sorry, I mean no disrespect, but something like Mr. Macaroni TV or what? Please give me one of those popular content creators.
But I think the lesson, the message is clear. But the truth is, you'll make a mistake if you think that Mr. Macaroni is not already registered. The truth is even unfortunate that government is having to make this happen before it happens. The truth is, you may have dabbled into content creation. You may have dabbled into creating skits. If you meet somebody like me, the first thing I would have advised you is take this thing beyond you as a person and make it become a company. Because for everything you do, every kind of value you provide, people price you better when they are dealing with your company than when they are dealing with you. When people hear the word we, my organization, my team, they begin to allude some level of honor and respect to what you do, as it opposed to me. So now the federal government is saying their purpose may be, let's be able to know them, know what they earn, and know how to tax them. That's that. And I don't think there's anything wrong in that. But the truth is, before the federal government even began to think along that line, it's something that I would have advised any content creator who come through my business coaching session and all of that to do, because that's the only way you actually can grow and become big.
Amazing. So I have a few more questions to ask, right? You said the major reason is to know how much they earn and how taxes can be leveled on them. So the question is, for a content creator, let's say, I don't want to mention names now, but for any content creator that is paying, they are having revenue through Facebook, but they have other means they are getting money from through signings and brand ambassadorship. So how can you exactly know how much this person earns to really level a tax on that person?
Yeah, but the thing is, we are trying to answer questions that are not within our purview. The basic thing is there are responsibilities for tax auditors. These are responsibilities for various professionals who are all they need is to have access to your statement of accounts. They do all the tax permutation and come up with what you're supposed to pay. The laws are there that guides all of this. The truth is, this is what is done everywhere in the world. We've seen footballers dragged down for tax evasion. So the question is, a footballer is playing football, he earns weekly, he gets ambassadorship, he gets to become an ambassador, a brand ambassador for brands and all of that. All of these funds goes into his account. The government of that nation have access to all of this information. And another thing, it becomes a crime when you withhold this information. So for me, my message to the content creators and every creative is to be at home with what is coming. While we celebrate the fact that Facebook and other social media platforms are coming and thinking about monetizing content from Nigeria, we must also understand the fact that the country needs to make taxes from it.
Yeah.
I know we have a lot of biases against how the revenue of the countries are being used. But I think that is a conversation that can be taken differently, because you can't use that to justify reasons why you shouldn't pay taxes.
Oh.
You know.
But won't you say opinion. You are really raising the bar for an average youth in Nigeria to really, because right now there is not so much job in the country and most people are tending towards content creation. So if you are adding registration of CAC, and I mean, literally the government really did not do anything for this young man or young girl before they started content creation. I mean, they are pushing at their creativity to the bigger audience. So if you are you not really raising the bar and making it more difficult and for these people to really...
let me take on that comment. The government did not really do anything for these people. How many content creators are creating content in Ukraine at the moment?
I really don't have the figure of that.
But the fact that Ukraine is at war, it will affect all of their businesses.
Sure.
So that your country is at peace. Government is spending a lot to maintain the peace and integrity of the country. So that you are at peace, you are not running helter-skelter, you are not hiding. It already means that government is doing something. Because if you are at war, you will not be thinking of content creation. Sometimes when we use the word government has not done anything for us, what we are always saying is possibly government handing over something to you personally. That's the least among the responsibilities of government. Government is, even though I don't hold brief for government is supposed to make our environment conducive. Make sure that you have power when you're supposed to have power, and you pay for the power. Make sure that you have good roads. Make sure that you have peace enough for investors to come. Just imagine if investors did not find Nigeria peaceful enough and GSM technology did not come to Nigeria, which opened up all of this industry and space we're talking about. These creators, these creatives, with all of their creativities, what would have happened to them? Sure. So sometimes let's not personalize government doing something. And another angle that we really don't want to talk too much about is the fact that if you graduate from any higher institution in Nigeria, never dare open your mouth to say that government did not do something for you. Because the same you, everything you paid to go through school, you put it together as school fees. It's not up to 200,000, 300,000. That's less than $200. The same citizens now are beginning to seek admission outside Nigeria. They pay $10,000 for a year. Meanwhile, you spend $200 for 4 years, and you see government did not do anything.
That's for those that attended public schools, though.
Yes, even those that attended private schools, you still cannot measure what they spend and all of that. But I think that is that, so we don't bore this too much.
Okay, but we are saying that you really did not answer the main question. You answered the
government did not do something.
So you did not answer the question. So, is government not really raising the bar for it to be
Yeah.
difficult.
But do you notice that recently, when you want to run ads on Facebook, for instance, especially if you can now run ads from your WhatsApp to Facebook, you see that there's an amount that is pegged that you must do daily. When you attempt to run ads on Facebook, you're going to see that there's a tax element added to it. That's because the government have seen that these guys are making money from our country. Let's take from it. So for everything, every ad you run on Facebook, as you are spending 1,000 naira, Facebook is charging you another 150 naira to give to your government. So the bar is already raised. And the reality is that we as citizens should begin to think about how can we hold our government accountable to ensure that the taxes we are paying are well utilized. I don't think there's any issue around paying taxes. This bar will always get raised because the demand is higher. But maybe another thing we may just have to do is to try to find out what's obtainable in other clans, other countries in the world. People that are doing what you're doing and they are earning. I ran into someone who was complaining online and talking about the fact that he, he earns, I think, like $100,000 a year, but his taxes is over $30,000. That's 30%. My sweat, my work, government takes 30% of it annually. So this tax thing is a global thing. So let's pick what is unique to us, the misappropriation of our funds. Let's tackle that one and forget about trying to think that with a lot of talk around taxes, government will remove taxes. We can ask for something that makes some sense so that people are not overstressed.
Okay. So, in essence, in that it's not the government that owns Facebook, it's not the government that helped me to be creative. I beg your pardon. It's not the government that helped me to be creative. It's not the government that bought me whatever gadgets I'm using to shoot my content. It's not the government that pushed me and motivated me to put out my content. It's not the government that is paying me to go out and say, please watch my content, please. At the end of all of this, and I will still go and I will still have to register a corporate affair for this. In as much as I know registering corporate affair, registering my organization with corporate affair commission is for my business advantage, in that people will treat me much better and price me higher when I am registered with the corporate affairs commission, right? But the thing is, the government have no part to play in all of this, and I'm still paying them from this money. This kind of ridiculous for me.
No, I think you are deciding to stay put on your ideas. When you say the government, what you are asking is the government does not have that direct push, that direct impact, but indirectly, the government is still at the bottom of it. That's why I ask you a question about a war-torn country. About just imagine if power in this country collapse and there's no light. Your internet service providers are off. How far will your creativity take you?
As on that angle.
So that's what we are saying. We are not saying that government should have, how do I put it now? Government should not buy gadgets for you. Government should not encourage you to go online and make money online before they are now entitled to your taxes. Government necessarily do not need to do that. If they have to, it's just them trying to support people's processes. And if you see, every time government even attempt to support people, it's not everybody that goes for it. So the truth is, let's be at home with paying for some of these things. Let's just understand that the government, whether they are doing well or doing badly, deserves to take taxes from business activities happening within their domain.
Amazing. That means your government is entitled to your task, whether they are, I beg your pardon, The government is entitled to your task, whether they are doing right or wrong. That's why you have to choose the right person for the seat. So one last question before we call it a day, sir. We know you are a CAC accredited personnel, right?
Oh, my company.
Okay, sorry. We know your company is a CAC accredited company.
Yeah.
So are you saying all of this because it favors your company, or what exactly? Why you in for this?
Okay, first of all, how did I even begin to accredit my company to begin to help people do CAC? It was born out of the fact that I have opportunities I share with people. I see that in the process of helping them to package their businesses to take advantage of these opportunities, majority of them are knocked off because their businesses are not formalized. And when your business is not formalized, in the eyes of government and every serious-minded organization, that business does not exist. So you see the people that we are trying to say, oh, these are the lowest echelon of the society. Let everybody think what we can do to help them. The best way to help them is to first help them formalize their business and train them to run their business in a way that the business is liable to grow big. So the only way to make this happen is to get them registered in the established with the established government agency. Because as we speak, the only established government agency that gives that validation to your business is the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria. So whether I was an accredited agent, whether my company was an accredited agent or not, when you want to work with me, one of the things I still would have told you is to go ahead and register your business. So it only happens now that once I give that advice, my team is also able to help you implement it. That's just it. So I will not tell you to go and register because it will favor me.
Amazing. So imagine that I am a content creator and I have seen all of this, and in trying to beat the government at it, I want to register my company. So how do I reach you? How do I get to your company so I can quickly put out?
Okay, basically, CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission activities can be done virtually nowadays. So irrespective of where you're listening to us from, just dial the number that will show on the screen, dial that number or send a message to that number through WhatsApp, or check us out on Facebook, Treskaro Systems and Solutions or Treskaro HQ, Facebook, Instagram. Just give us a DM. Once you reach out to us, all we need, we share a form with you. You fill that form, then we take it off from there. Everything can be done from the comfort of your bedroom, and you get your certificate. We have a lot of benefits that goes with it when you register with us. Of course, you've been listening to me talking about business. So we will not just only help you register your CAC, your business with CAC. We'll also be able to guide you. I think we have some benefits that accrue to you registering for us, worth close to about 60 to 70,000 that you get for free just because you choose to register with us. Because our goal is to see that small businesses get formalized so that all of these grant opportunities, funding opportunities, which we constantly have access to, we are sharing with you. Because another good thing that happens is that when you register with us, you become a part of our database. So these opportunities get to you every time we come by.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Trace. So guys, you already have seen it. Thank you, sir. Again, thank you for having you in the session today. And of course, you join us in our next section. For now, goodbye.